This is the Visitor's Pass, and this is really exciting news for us today. 100% free and offers a sneak peek into our world here at the LMA. So we're actually letting you guys pop into the LMA for free. Now, access is going to be limited once you're in there, but you can come in and explore the entire website for nothing. It doesn't cost any money, and it's pretty great. So what you get access to our visitor center and chat. You get to talk with existing members and ask questions to see if it's right for you. And you can view our content guides to find everything we offer online. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Laser Source Podcast, the number one podcast if you hate consistency.
Whoops.
I'm your host, Alex.
What's consistency?
Joined, as always, by Mr. Boyce, who mutes himself. Right as he's
Immediately.
It's like a knee-jerk reaction.
Ew.
What up, Matt? Kyle's here. Look at this fucking sexy-ass new glasses. Those are so nice. And Anthony's here, because Anthony was at LBX, so he's got stuff to say about that. We're gonna wrap up the LBX experience today, and then we're gonna talk about some cool new stuff with the LMA. Really excited to share it with you guys, but we'll get to that in a few minutes. First, LBX. Did you guys have fun? How do you feel?
So much fun.
I'm hurting. I'm in pain still.
I'm still tired from it.
I got a sinus infection from it and dealing with it. So
that's gross. Who'd you get too close to?
The humidity factor of 0%. Yeah.
It was definitely more than 0%.
Yeah, like 0.1.
What about you, Anthony? Did you have a good time?
I had a blast. Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, it's cool. Did you actually go to like talks?
Mm-hmm.
Because we were too busy. What was your favorite one?
I really liked Alicia's her speech that she gave.
Everybody
her presentation. Did. Yeah. I think it was probably out of the ones that I went to, probably the most solid one. And the one that mom with the laser gave was pretty good too. But I think Alicia's, just from a standpoint of like somebody who's kind of in the throes of starting their own laser business, it was informative. A lot of stuff, I already kind of have gone through or have experienced, but also from the other side, it's like things to anticipate and kind of prepare myself for as I make the progression through.
Yeah. If you guys don't know who we're talking about really quick, it's Alicia Pate over at the Laser Lounge. Probably the best Facebook group on Facebook for laser engraving stuff. So if you're not already a member over there, go sign up. Sorry, Matt, go ahead.
I was going to say what's nice too is she's somebody who makes 6 figures a year doing laser engraving. And so it's nice to see if you're doing the same stuff or experiencing the same things that you might be on that same path, which is pretty nice to see. That connection.
But also she kind of emphasized that like her path doesn't have to be your path too.
Right.
So it's like, kind of like ways to like, yeah, sure you can kind of try to follow her path, but you don't necessarily have to, and you can kind of forge your own and, still be successful. So.
Oh, sorry. I had to turn my heart rate monitor off.
Good say.
That's totally Anthony.
Clear.
Anthony's like, where's the mute button? Oh God.
Wow, that totally derailed me. I wanted to at least be able to talk about like why our show sucked so bad. It was cool. Don't get me wrong. We pulled off a lot of
day one was rough
that we've never done ever before, and I'm really proud of that. But day one was particularly rough. We basically we're gonna have internet, right? And they were like, and I'm just using like a italicized they here. We're like, absolutely, you will. And I was like, cool, like high speed internet, we'll be able to stream. And they're like, yes, of course, absolutely. And I was like, are you sure? Because if I come out there with all this stuff and all these people and we can't stream, it's going to be a really big problem. And they were like, you're going to have the best internet.
No problem.
Rock solid. Don't even think about it. You're good. And then we get there and there's no internet. Literally just like none. There was no way for us to get internet whatsoever. And I ended up putting, I have like a hotspot. It's the Nighthawk, the Netgear Nighthawk. Thing's badass. It carried its weight, dude.
Really
yeah. For what it was, it carried its weight. And so we literally at one point had it running on an extension cord out the back doors, and then we like threw it up into a tree to get better signal. And it like sat there pulling 5G and uploading the broadcast, like our little mobile upload link.
I think we got up to 40, right?
Yeah, and then Ethernet pulled it all the way back down to the studio rig inside the building. We ran like a fucking 100-foot Ethernet cable back into the studio rig, and that worked until we hit a data cap on my wireless carrier, because in like the course of 5 hours, I think we chewed through like 80 gigs.
Oh, it was more. It was 105.2. I remember looking at the number.
It wasn't exactly a data cap. It was a deprioritization cap.
Yeah, well,
it was a fuck you,
which is might as well have been a data cap at that
bottom
point.
line, Google was pissed. They throttled me to 2G internet, which I was talking about with Kyle today, is basically like no internet. It's not even like 3G would be a punishment. 2G is just turning your internet off. And it's still
2G
off.
2G is like making a 911 phone call and it being very bad quality.
I was sitting in the Target parking lot waiting for a drive-up order, talking to Kyle today on Discord, and I sent him a DM, like a message, and the message wouldn't go through, but we could talk. It was bizarre.
It's weird.
Doesn't matter. I'm getting off track. The point is we fought every battle, tooth and nail, blood, sweat, and tears, to bring you guys the day one stream, and it is garbage. It kicks in and out a lot. There's a lot of stuttering and skips and stuff like that. If you've already watched the live stream, you know what I'm talking about. The good news is every single camera and a $2,500 HyperDeck, which is a Blackmagic broadcast recorder, we're recording everything while we were there. So Jess is going to get all of that. It's literally terabytes.
She was so excited yesterday.
In high quality.
Yeah, like
high
4K.
quality.
It's all 4K.
Yeah.
Jess is going to get all of that, and she'll be able to recut those streams with the stuff that was recorded locally without all of those internet issues, and then we'll be able to publish them to you guys. And we're going to do it in like a segmented fashion, right? So instead of watching like a 2-hour live stream with 6 panels in it, we're going to do each panel separately as its own standalone thing. It'll be out in the next week or two. I'm really excited to share those panels with you guys. They were extremely interesting. Matt and Boyce did an amazing job interviewing our guests all throughout the day. It was great. Michael Mullins spent like half the day with us each day, shooting the shit from the control deck. So that was pretty cool. And even Anthony, you were on one of the on one of the panels yourself. In fact, I think we had this exact talk about Alicia on that panel, which is funny. So you guys will see it. The recordings are much better. And so that's that. Day 2 was pretty good. Day 3 was kind of chaos, but like in a fun way.
Yeah, so, trying new stuff.
Yeah, we were trying new stuff. We literally like Boyce had like the XF605 on like this gigantic carbon fiber video tripod, not like a camera tripod, mind you. This is like, the camera tripod has 3 legs, right? This had like 9 sets of 3. Yeah, and they're all like big carbon fiber rods.
You could have mounted a 30 cal to it.
Yeah, so Boyce is like hobbling around with like this, and if Boyce is like not a small dude, like if you can picture Boyce hobbling around with this like gigantic video tripod, and he keeps setting it down, and Matt's like, actually, we're gonna look over here, and he'd go and like set it down again.
Hearing like son of a bitch.
It was chaos. But by the end of it, we had it down. Down. Like I was on the B cam. We had 2 wireless feeds going back to the studio. Kyle was able to cut between Boyce, who was recording Matt interviewing people, and me on the wireless cam, recording like B-roll footage of like the tables and the stuff the vendors had out. By the time we got our shit together, a lot of the smaller vendors had packed up to leave. So we learned a lot. I think we can be much faster next time and probably get a lot more. But I had fun, despite I was very angry the whole trip. I spent like 90% of this trip.
Who came on day one? Like, all of the big names of like the laser groups and different YouTube channels that came through on day one was like, is he okay? And I'm like, no. Because like poor Robert Koped was like so excited to talk to you. He was like, I can't wait to meet Alex because he's the nicest guy.
Not and today. Alex, leave him alone.
Like, fuck shit, son of a bitch. It was pretty good.
Snips.
Yeah, I definitely. Yeah, snips. Yeah.
Yeah, snips.
I learned a lot. I'm sure you guys did about the
That's what I was going to
workflow.
say. Like, especially when it comes to the camera work, we kind of worked out the bugs, especially background light, little things like that I wasn't really prepared for, and then positioning and like knowing what you want,
Actual production.
know what you're going to do, know what I'm going to do. Like, I think in the future it's going to be so much smoother on the back end, the front end. I think it's going to be, now that I've had experience with that, I've never done that shit before either. So like, I was like, I get everything he's talking about. You're like, no, just fucking leave it on him. Gotcha. Like that helps.
By the end of day 3, I think we had the dance down pretty well.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what it looks like next time. But I definitely think the highlight of the entire experience were those panels. Those panels were solid.
Cool,
they were rock solid. We had really good groups of people in. We got to talk about what their talks were about in like an adjacent sort of way instead of them just re-giving the talk, which I thought was great because Lightburn basically just broadcast track 1 for free on their YouTube channel, and track 2 and 3 will be available for purchase on their website. So we didn't want to be in a position where we were just rebroadcasting what Lightburn was already broadcasting. I think having the panels in really did genuinely put like an interesting spin on the content. It got more commentary than it would have gotten otherwise. We got to crack our jokes. And,
it was cool watching
talk
the people interact with each other too, instead of just being like a person on stage,
Yeah.
Like they're the person. The other thing is, if you're somebody who hasn't gone and watched the live streams yet, every panel that came through got the same 3 questions from me and Boyce, which was, tell us about who you are and what you do. To give us like your top 3 breakdown. Like if you had to break down your whole speech into 3, pieces of information, what would you tell people? And the other thing was, what did you think about Lightburn or LBX, the Lightburn experience? And it's really cool because if that's what you're looking for to see if you want to go to the next one, when there is a next one, you can consolidate all of that. Like, boom.
Yeah. I think one of the coolest parts about the show too was that even though you asked the same 3 questions to every panel, every single one was like crazy different from the next. They were all very, very different conversations. So that was neat too. And I got to meet a lot of people that I didn't even know existed, like Katie Delvin or Nikki. Like I had no idea that they were people to know. And now I know them and we're like talking, and we're going to get them. We have a lot of new guests to bring on the podcast, which is going to be great.
Putting out feelers.
Yeah, totally.
Not in a creepy way.
A little creepy.
Come on, boys.
Come on.
Come on, man.
It's not creepy until you say it.
Come on my internet show. I was excited too because like what was really cool is I'm with Boyce. I've never done any audiovisual stuff since like 6th grade when you did like the like the TV show in your school or whatever. And it was cool to get there, and in front of us was just a big ass palette of stuff. Alex, I don't know how you know all the stuff you know.
Me either. I don't know. I just keep stuffing it in there.
Boyce is a freaking workhorse. I had arthritis, and I was like on the floor whimpering, like, somebody just let me talk to people. And that was all I did the rest of the week. Talk. So,
well, I think like in a way we fell into like our natural roles that we would have assumed anyway. Like if we were high schoolers, I feel like we did the jobs that we would have done if we were high schoolers. Yeah, basically. Like Kyle's literally in his basement, like fucking, I'm gonna remote control this shit, and I'm in there like throwing cables and fucking hanging myself. And Boyce is on the cameras, like running, gunning, and like doing documentary stuff. And then you're sitting there with your microphone, like, hey, everybody, welcome to the fucking show. And it's like I just feel like that's how it would have worked out anyway. So I'm really pleased that we all kind of like fell into what we were supposed to be doing, and we just did it. So that was exciting for me to see.
Let's put up or shut up in those moments, man. Like, what are you gonna do, bitch?
It's a whole lot of chaos to try, and it's like herding, thousands of cats.
Miranda's really excited. Take a look at that. Next time, tears of excitement. By the way, shout out to
so excited
Darcy Slots and Cafe. Shout out to them. Yep, they are wonderful people. If you're looking for flapjacks and a little tug of that arm pull to get your day started, Darcy's. It's a lot. Slots, bro.
It's barely a real place.
Literally, Alex didn't believe it was real, and we drove by it, and he was like, "I'll be damned. Let's get out of here."
Also, I don't want to. Mad segues were garbage.
Speaking of segues, check out this light burn sticker behind me.
Speaking of segues, I can't believe you just made me say that. We did, and this was kind of Matt's idea, but I think it's very appropriate. We did want to thank our sponsors because they definitely footed the bill for this trip. It was extremely expensive to bring everybody and all of the stuff out there for that long. All the payroll, plane tickets, blah, 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 food. So one of the things that we offered our sponsors who were sponsoring us traveling to LBX to broadcast were like video ads. We were going to play video ads for them, and they were going to submit video ads, and we were going to play them. You guys probably saw a couple during the stream if you were watching, but we didn't get nearly the number of them out as consistently as we wanted to. It's kind of a shame because I hand-made the ads, a good number of them myself.
3 a.m. every night. Up
the ones every
time.
night while we were there, I was like up, like trying to get things
before there.
Last second, and then the ones that I didn't do personally were really great. Like we got them from like Lens Digital gave us one, Algo Laser gave us one. They were really, really good, like quality ads. I was kind of surprised. So I'm just going to shout out our sponsors really quick. Bear with me. We'll be back to mouthing off in a minute. But the Light Object Group. So you guys know I love Marco. I love Light Object. And so Marco, when he sponsors things, like the trip that Michael Mullins and I took to his facility, Marco didn't really pay for that himself. He had companies he works with foot the bill for that trip on his behalf. And the big ones are JK, SPT, and Trosen. So JK and SPT make laser tubes. Not sure if you guys are aware of those brands or not. We did an episode for Light Object 2023. You can see the playlist on the channel where we're like test firing them and comparing the output wattages with beam combiners and stuff. It's really great. You should go watch it. But they're great solid tubes. They're really, really good. Marco offers a really awesome warranty on them. And then Trosen, which is my new gantry CO2 love, very fancy Ruida competitors, and they have a lot of little tricks up their sleeve, and just finished the edit on that too. I think we published that like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago now, is the Trosen controller overview. It's not like an advertisement. I'm just literally show you the functions of the controller because that's one of the things they wanted us to show while we were there. It's a cool episode, especially because Michael's watching the controller while I'm pushing the buttons. So he's asking questions in real time and I'm answering them, and it just flows well. It's a good episode. So SPT, JK, Trosen, all of that stuff can be purchased on the Maker Remix market, which is pretty cool because Marco signed up for an account over there. So you can purchase even Light Object machines.
Well, I actually just bought a new pair of glasses from Marco through the Maker Remix because mine shattered this week. That's fun. So there's literally all kinds of stuff on the marketplace from Light Object. From Light Object, and they'll be here in 2 days. And it's by the way, it's $15 cheaper than ordering it through Amazon
because it all ships from California. Mm-hmm. So it's like literally just it's there. So that's the first group I just wanted to talk about. The others we didn't do quite so dirty. We had more of their ads run during the ad time that it was supposed to. Still not what I wanted, but more. So that's Wisely Laser. So shout out to Calio. What up, dude? We had Algo Laser, Gil, really, really long time friend of the show. Gil was great. I loved talking to Gil while we were there.
By the way, shout out to him because he found your camera. Tell that story.
True, dude. Yeah, I had I don't even have it with me right now. I probably left it in a parking lot.
You did a couple of videos on it. The last one you had. So anybody who watched the last live stream, we had the Sony ZV-F 10, I think it was.
It's the ZV1. It's the Sony ZV1 Mark II. And I was the first one at the conference center. So I was there cutting open the pallet, like the plastic wrap, and I was recording it like, oh, this sucks. Like, look at this big pallet. Nobody's here. I got to unload it all by myself. I was just whining and bitching to the camera about it for like vlog footage or whatever. And they came and told me, like, you have to get out. You have to leave now. We're closing, so go somewhere else. So I had to like kind of grab all my stuff and hobble out. And the next day I get a text from Gil at like 8 a.m. and he's like, are you missing a camera? I was like, yes. how did you know? Yes, I'm missing a camera. And he's like, I found a camera and it's just full of videos of you complaining. So
I knew it was you when I heard the voice.
I had left it on the ground in the parking lot next to my car while I was loading my car up. And it's covered in like nicks and crap, and it sat out
In the rain
apparently, because it definitely rained really hard that night. And it was fine. So shout out to Sony, I guess, for making a cool camera.
And to Gil for being freaking awesome.
You're definitely putting it through its paces in review mode over there.
No joke. So I've been recommending the ZV-1 line of cameras for really long time.
Yeah, I'm probably going to get
it. And I got this one so I could actually like show you guys that it's good. I wanted to like prove it. So good first test, passed. And we'll show you some of that footage as we get things edited. But the point is, Gil found my camera out in the parking lot. He flew here all the way from Portugal, literally came here from Europe, and then
find your camera.
Went into a parking lot and just stumbled onto my camera. And so he gave it to me that day. And it was
Can you imagine flying across the world and then getting here, and the first thing while you're sipping your coffee, like, Peoria, the Las Vegas of the Midwest, and then you hit the play button, and it's literally just Alex going, "Oh man!" Like,
that's basically how I did it.
How sad.
So Algo Laser, Gil, great, thanks, man. Lens Digital, we saw Stan and Len there. That was a good time. They were very excited to be there. I have a very cute picture of them in front of the step and repeat, which we'll show before the show is over. Mactron, classic Laser Everything sponsor. You guys know Mactron. I'm not even going to give you the spiel right now because you've heard it so many times. They're number one. Go check them out on the Maker Remix Market. And Jason Reif from Rotoboss, who had a great display there. He brought a ton of new stuff. It's really hard for me to leave without buying a boot. I really wanted one of those Rotoboss boots.
I wanted to see the trailer, man, but Michael got in there first. Damn it.
Yeah, and the cool thing about our sponsors on this trip is, like, I think all of them are on the marketplace. I think every single one of our sponsors for this trip is on the marketplace, which is really cool. So,
and then H&H Creations Tampa, who made all of our stickers.
And they're so good. They were the best stickers.
Like, literally super high quality. Everybody who came up to the table, like, I gave Gil his sticker because he was there. Oh, and Cartesian Crafts, Chris, helped us out too. But everybody who got some of their stickers, like, they were literally like, ooh, because they're 3D printed. Yeah, like they're made by a 3D printer, a UV printer. Yeah. And literally, like, it has texture and it stands up. Like, I'm ordering some right now, actually. So for my own stuff, because I like them so much.
And that leads into the next thing. I'm going to do my first screen share of the night fairly well. So here's the Laser Everything website, guys. Shout out to Cuban Cracked, as you guys know him in chat. Bronson spent a fair chunk of his weekend at LBX, standing next to one of my computers, taking pictures of people in front of our step and repeat. He did a great job.
Bronson's mom too for helping him. Like, she was there, sure. A super nice lady.
So if you're on the homepage of lasereverything.net and you scroll down, you can see get your LBX 2023 photos, and there's a little button here that you can click. So we'll go ahead and click that, and here are all of the photos that Bronson was able to take during the event, which is pretty cool. So, like, there's Michael with his little Sony camera that he has. And
I don't think I ever got to actually go in front of the camera.
No, I think there's one picture of me here, and it's only because
there's one right there. That couple
fans, they wanted me to take a picture with them, and I just happened to be walking by, and I was like, sure, whatever. So I got in there. So yeah, if you got a picture taken in the step and repeat, this is where you can find it. I'm just kind of yelling that out now.
Is Laura in there?
Yep, Laura's there. What up, Laura?
Yeah, look, see, Laura. Amazing stickers.
Yes, Laura looks like somebody's getting decapitated off camera.
She's like, they are not holding me hostage. I wanted to say a shout out to Laura specifically because literally as soon as we got to the place, like, Alex would be like, get up, you shits, go start the tent, get it going. And Boyce, it was either Boyce or me and Boyce every morning running down there to get everything going. I think it was Boyce almost every day. But Laura made sure to steal us some breakfast from the and she would come over with, like, God, what she came over with? Yogurts. She came over with like the little food
the like
sticks or whatever.
granola bars and shit, dude. Like,
Yeah, oh my God. And then she would be like,
That was awesome.
yeah, she'd be like, I'm gonna get you guys waters, and like she'd just be gone, and she'd come back
she was
she's like, I stole 17 of them. I was like, I
she's
love
like,
you.
Do you need to eat? I'm like, no, I'm fine. I'm good.
Yeah.
I have to go back to, I have so much to do right now. She's like, you need to eat. And I was like, no, I'm okay. And she's like, okay, well, if you need to eat here. And then she just dump like 8 fucking granola bars on the table. And I'm like, thank you.
Yeah. So shout out to you for being awesome and
Making
being
sure the team
always
is
around.
fed and taken care of.
Yep, definitely. And did you guys know that fucking goddamn Anthony has all these fucking kids? Look at that shit.
That
I
is 7
didn't.
cuss words in 8 seconds.
I was like, who the hell do all these kids belong to? And Anthony was like, me. I was like, that's me. Those are
Well,
mine.
the nice thing is they all came through like super polite and calm.
No,
Like,
dude, they're chill.
And they're adorable.
chill dudes. Yes, definitely.
So you
And,
threatened them really well. Way to go.
Yeah, well, that's that's what we do. So lots and lots of pictures here.
like,
There's Bronson. There he is, the man himself,
Hey.
test firing.
Bronson.
You're out of focus, man. You had one job. And so yeah, I don't know. That's that. I didn't have anything planned to say after that because I was too busy looking at the pictures. So that's where the pictures are.
Oh, John had a question earlier. He was looking in the merch shop. Are the stickers? Do you have any left? Or what's going on with the merch shop?
Oh, we have so many stickers left.
By the way, LBX stuff.
I lied multiple times. I keep saying that I'm going to take the LBX merch down, and then I keep not doing it because I'm getting busy. So it's still up, but it's definitely coming down. So if you want some of this, get it now. So it's basically, it's most of the designs we were wearing during the stream are available right now. There's also a new shirt, feeling a bit lazy. I think that one's pretty good.
Can I just say, like, the hoodies from this website are such high quality.
These contrast hoodies are really, really
like
good.
If you're up north, it's like this is like the hoodies we had for the show because they were made by somebody local to Alex, and they're super nice. They're comfy and they're baggy and like
super light,
spacious.
Yeah.
But these guys, like when it's 30 degrees outside, you don't even feel it.
Really nice.
They're hardcore. They're really, really good hoodies.
That's saying something when Matt says that
because I literally was like, I mean, ask Anthony. He saw me. Boyce was like, "Will you quit your bitching?"
Do I think this is funnier than it is? Because I think this is really
you do. You think the person who likes it.
I don't know why. I think it's a great shirt. If you guys want any of that, there's a lot of it on the merch shop right now. The merch is expensive because if I don't mark it up, then we don't make anything. But if I do mark it up, they basically charge us like the full price for the clothes, and then we have to charge you extra on top of that. It's really stupid. I don't like it. We'll probably switch from Spread Shop eventually, but it's there if you want it. It's more for you guys to have than it is for us to make money because we make like almost nothing on these. So, but these are cool, fun things. They're there and they won't be there forever. So if you want those, check those out and get my hilarious feeling a bit lazy shirt.
I still think there should be the one that says you got a laser to a mazer.
I want to do it. Like, we need where's Live Laugh Laser?
Live Laugh Laser.
Hot dogs down hallway.
We have a serious question for Matt.
Oh boy.
How often are you in 30-degree weather? Matt?
So that would be twice in a decade now. And I can tell you that hoodie was with me on one of them, and it was great.
So in other words, insert the meme. It's been 42 years.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
But you can, anybody who is there, like, just so you know how much I need the humidity of Florida because it's just built into me. I got there on like day 2, like I had my skin splitting. And it wasn't even cold yet. It was like 60 degrees. I was like, oh my God, I'm dying.
It was hot while we were there. I was really.
He literally was like, take off your jacket. I'm sweating.
I was.
Alex runs toasty.
The tent was hot.
See, listen, when somebody from Rhode Island says it's cold, just saying. So it was cold. Literally, Boyce had the door open. Like he was trying to open his door on the last day and it was frozen shut.
Yeah,
my fucking car, dude. Oh.
I only complained on the last day. That was it.
Whatever. It was so nice walking out of that building after, I think it was day 2 or day 3. I don't remember which day it was. And it was raining. It was actually raining. And it was really muggy. And Michael was like, go stand in the rain. He's like, that's what you want right now. You want to stand in the rain. And I was like, okay. So I like hobbled out into the rain and it just like it washed over me. It was like Neo discovering that he actually was the one. Like that's how
I know Kung Fu.
That's how freeing the rain was. It was
Oh, look,
wonderful.
viewership just cut in half. Like,
Did it really?
no.
Oh, okay.
Like, I found out that I was the one with the rain as it washed over me.
I mean, it's true. That's how
It's all right.
If you would get it if you were there.
By
Okay,
the way, I
30-minute mark. Enough of that. Does anybody else have any final comments about LBX before we move on?
I am excited to see what the Hyperdeck recorded on the end of day one. We had a really great. I thought that panel that me and Boyce had with Sarah, Joe, and Jason, like the creators and people.
Yeah, it's the best one.
But it crapped out like 2/3 of the way through. So they had a lot more to say. So if you did see that and you noticed that it kind of stopped, mid-session, look for that coming out, because I don't remember what we talked about, but it was so much fun. I remember when they left, I was like, these are the nicest people. And that's what was really cool. Everybody who you met there was just good people.
Yep.
So.
And somewhat normal.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Willie's taking a shot at me. He said, quit being a wuss, try working with the back of the trailer open. I love you, Willie.
Oh, we're going to, John. Don't worry. We will absolutely be editing and uploading the whole thing. It's on its way to Jess right now.
Yep.
Coming.
So it'll be worth watching. They really had some good comments to make. And we also asked about, I literally don't remember what they said, but we asked about what's it going to look like next year if you have another one. And they talked about that. So I know that was something people had been asking about. So that did get covered.
Also, can we acknowledge
dozens of people had asked us last week?
Right.
So
can we acknowledge how pro that inflatable couch was?
Oh my God. Like Jason. So the best part, Jason Dory, who's like 7 foot tall, right? Like he has to be 6'6" or something. He's really tall. Yep. He came in and this couch that Alex had gotten, I was like, why did you bring a velour couch? Like, how stupid is this? He's like, your ass is going to hurt when you sit on these chairs for like 7 hours. I was like, whatever. He was right. And then like the couch, like Jason Dory literally comes in, he sat down properly on it. And then he was like, he literally like did, and just never moved. He sat there for like an hour. Like if you watch the show from one panel to the next, it was like an hour and 10 minutes split. 45 minutes of that was him sitting there. Like, so it was pretty good.
In fairness, he was probably pretty drained too.
Oh yeah. Like, I mean, he breathed
the talks, the running around.
He's a big man. By the time he had melted most of the way through the couch, like the whole studio, the whole studio is broken up into 3 10 by 10 foot cubes, and Jason Dory took up one of them. Just lengthwise.
Oh, and by the way, what a nice guy. On the very last day, we were exhausted. We were the very last people there. He came, he saw us like putting all the crap together. Yeah, not struggling so much as just tired. Like, we were going just like, it was slow. We were tired. He came over and he's like, hey, let me help you guys out. And like, whoosh, everything just was awesome. So thank you to him.
That was very cool of him to do that.
If you guys don't know, he's been in multiple bands and he's basically been his own roadie before. So he's like, making pallets, let's go. Like, played Tetris with it. It was pretty sweet to watch. He's pretty good.
Yep. And finally, shout out to Buffalo Wild Wings, Target, and
Walmart.
Creators of Pokemon.
Where else did we go? We went somewhere else.
Panera every morning.
Panera every morning. We went. Where did we get dinner? We had Buffalo Wild Wings.
You had a pizza that you said was amazing, and no one.
It was hella good.
Oh, the Papa John's, wasn't it?
Oh, Papa John, dude! Shout out to Papa John.
I sent Michael Mullins a video of him where he was like penetrating his pizza with butter sauce.
That butter sauce is bomb.
It is bomb, dude. And there's a picture of me floating around on Facebook where I look like a fat hog that is hoarding a pizza all to itself, defending it.
That's all Miranda.
That is on that nice couch.
I'm aware. On the couch.
It's like a seal defending its rock.
Oh, Panda Express. Hell yeah, dude. I got some Panda Express.
Oh, dude, I was so mad at you that one day. He got Panda Express for lunch, and I was like smelling it all day. Like, I'm going to get that for dinner. And he's like, I'm not eating it twice in a day. And I was like, oh, you piece of garbage.
I wasn't. I asked you if you wanted Panda for lunch, and you were like, yes. And then you disappeared, and you did not. I didn't see you.
I was going to get every person who showed up for a panel that day because I was like,
did you rock that Beijing beef or what?
Oh, dude, double orange chicken with fried rice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My grandma eats that.
Do you see how white my skin is? I don't feel like you do. All right. Moving on, guys. We got a lot to talk about. And the big thing is the LMA. You are probably wondering what that is all about. The title of the episode, which is not what it says up here anymore. I think it's like LMA for free. That's not clickbait. Well, it is a little. If you click join the LMA, takes you to the LMA. Look at it. It's very nice. You guys have been here before, but there are some new tiers, and I guess I need to open a new incognito window. So let me do that. Masters.lasereverything.net. So we have restructured LMA pricing to make it a little more open and inclusive for everybody. So if we click choose a plan, you'll see a few things down here. So it used to be just Masters and Elite. Masters was $8 and Elite was 25, and that was it. We've added like a huge range now, and actually broken the LMA up into smaller bits and pieces so that you're just paying for what you want, while still supporting the channel and all of the things that we do on a day-to-day basis. So there's now alpha, beta, gamma, delta, and then epsilon, theta, and lambda. And the main ones that you guys are going to be concerned with are alpha, beta, and gamma. So alpha gives you access, and you can just scroll down here and it'll show you all of the spaces that you get access to with that subscription. So you're supporting free and open laser everything resources. Good for you. That's what you should be doing. Also, you get to participate in our show and tell board, and you get access to the social and technical chat rooms. It's very straightforward. It's $4.99 a month. It's not a great tier if you actually need support, but if you just want to kind of help out the channel and you like what we're doing, and you have a tighter budget, this is a really, really good one for you. Next up, we have beta, and I'm going to fly through these guys. Beta is $9.99 a month, so this is $1 more than the old $8 price, and you don't get everything that you get for that $8 price. So if you have a Laser Master Classic or Laser Elite Classic subscription, don't let it lapse because that's a really high value thing that you have now. And if you let it lapse and then you have to sign back up, you're going to spend potentially more money getting those things back. So beta is $9.99 a month. And we built these little cards just to make it easier to see what you get and what you don't get. So this one here, we are getting all of the alpha access that we just covered. Plus, you get to access our curated course library directory. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that soon. Matt has a really cool plan for this that I'm excited to chat about with him. And you get to give feedback and participate in polls. So this will open up our polls and feedback section for you. That's for $9.99. Note that there's still no support forum access on beta. Okay, so if you want support forum access, you're going to have to spring for gamma. It's a little more expensive, but our team is not growing as fast as our LMA audience is, and we have a lot of support to dish out. I know I'm speaking for Matt and Kyle, but like it's tough to keep up with. It's every single day for hours of our day, every day, reaching out to people and making sure that they're getting the help that they need with their lasers. And that's totally worth it to us, and we're going to keep doing it. But we are raising the prices a little bit to help offset the time that we're not spending doing other things. So Gamma's coming in at $14.99. It's just, what is that, a $6 increase? I guess that's like 100% increase, a little less, 80% increase. But this is the one that's going to unlock the instant access to our laser support forums. So if you're already a member, you know what that is. And all exclusive Laser Source and live stream bonus content. So all of the bonus episodes of the Laser Source podcast, all of the bonus episodes of the live streams that we do, all of the laser director's cuts, and the LMA event reruns. So you won't be able to participate live at this tier in the LMA events, but you will be able to watch the reruns after the fact at this tier. So that's Gamma. It's $14.99. And then the last one, the big boy one right here, is Delta. So here's Delta. We'll open this up. This is $24.99 a month. So Delta costs the same as the Elite Classic. So if you were a member of the Elite Classic, this is now the equivalent one. Delta gives you full access. You get access to everything. So you're in the show and tell, you're in the chats, you have access to the library, polls and feedback, the video backlog, all of our exclusive content, video backlog, the support forums, and you get access to the LMA events live. So if you want to participate in those LMA events live, you get that here, and you get your name listed during the Laser Everything credit roll, which has always been the case. So nothing's really changing there. Pretty straightforward. We've also had just a handful, not a lot, but a handful of psychotic people ask how they can give us more money every month. So I did make the Epsilon, Theta, and Lambda classes available. You don't get anything extra for these, literally at all, except for an extra star on your little ID card. And they're for $49.99 and $149 a month, just because a few people wanted them and we wanted to provide that, because why wouldn't we? So those are there. If you don't have a hole burning in your pocket from all of the cash, overflowing out of it, then you can ignore these three. The main three that you're gonna, or four rather, that you're gonna want to pay attention to are the alpha, beta, gamma, and delta. And again, I tried to make it as easy as possible so you can see what you're getting at each of those tiers. But we didn't talk about this first one here. This is the Visitor's Pass, and this is really exciting news for us today. 100% free, and offers a sneak peek into our world here at the LMA. So we're actually letting you guys pop into the LMA for free. Now, access is going to be limited once you're in there, but you can come in and explore the entire website for nothing. It doesn't cost any money, and it's pretty great. So what you get access to our visitor center and chat. You get to talk with existing members and ask questions to see if it's right for you. And you can view our content guides to find everything we offer online. Now, some of this is still in construction, and I'm whipping through this, guys. So you might have to re-listen to this, because I want to be able to open it up to the rest of the guys so that we can talk about it a little bit. But here's the visitor center, and it's just got a couple articles in it about what we do, why we do it, what your support and your contributions help fund, and how to use the website, how the website works, things like that. So you don't have to spend any money to find out how it works or what is available. It's literally all laid out here for you in articles that you can read for free. We also have the visitors chat, which is thankfully bumping. I was a little nervous when I first threw this up, and it was very quiet for the first day or two, but now it's popping off. So you can come in and chat. This chat's open not just to visitors, but to anybody on the LMA. So if you want to talk to some people and find out if the LMA is right for you, this is a great place to do it. We have our main how to use the LMA article. This is very basic, just tech help on like how to make a post and things like that, just in case you're very new. And we have a lot of people that are. And then we also have the find your way around. This is great. So this literally gives you a short paragraph on every single one of these links over here and what they go to. And again, visitors get this. The other thing that you get here in the find your way around tab is this access level. And this tells you exactly what level you need to be in order to get the thing. It's super easy. Again, I tried to make it as easy as humanly possible for you guys. A lot of this is old, so like updates, Laser Everything Live, Laser Source podcast. It used to be like announcements, new episodes, new live streams, and I don't even think we had one for podcasts. So part of our renovations is just trying to make things easier to find. You may remember that when you clicked one of these to find an episode of the show, it would just come up with like a huge, never-ending, scrollable list of articles that kept going on and on and on forever. That is not how it's going to be anymore. It's now laid out in course format, so you can drop it down. There will be an entry. If you click it, there will be a description, and you can play the video. It's going to be much better organized, and this is something that I'm working on now. I just finished getting all of our title fields and these brand new like header cards all kind of set up so that the entire site is consistent. It's been very difficult to get the whole site consistent, and we're finally getting to the point where there's some consistency. So I'm really happy about that. Online resources, this is also something I'm in the middle of, but we have a lot of stuff scattered all throughout our website that people don't really know about, like our material safety lookup or the project database. So We have articles listed that tell you how to use each of these things, where to find them, how they work, and then direct links to access them on the web. So hopefully that will help you guys out as well too. And again, sorry guys, I'm flying through this as fast as I can. I just want to make sure that we hit everything. Here's that polls and feedback. So you can answer questions. We just made Jess, our video editor, a moderator over here. So Jess can come in and ask questions about the content. You guys can actually influence how the content is edited and what gets made just by voting in these polls, which is pretty cool. The support forums are here as well. And then the last thing that I want to talk about really quick is the online courses. So these have been here forever. You guys are used to seeing them, and they're available on the YouTube channel for free. We have the Lightburn Galvo crash course, the Gantry crash course, EasyCAD 2 and EasyCAD 3. All of these have descriptions now that let you know where they are in production, what still needs to be made, what has been made, what's kind of pending and stuff like that. So you can check those out as well. But Matt, never thought I'd reach the end, had a really good idea about a way that we can make the LMA version of this experience more interactive without taking away the fact that the course is free on YouTube. So with that said, Matt, please share with the
my
class.
teacher pose. So basically a couple of things. One of the reasons Alex hired me this year is a while back we had talked about taking because the whole thing is it's the Master Academy, but the question people have is like, how is this helping me more? And so one of the things, if you're in education, that you learn about is something called mastery. So literally when you're assessing students and you're assessing their knowledge and their mastery of it, basically you have to get 75% or more, 70% or greater, a C or higher. And the way you assess that is by doing tests and assessments. So basically, one of the things that I think it's me, Alex, and Kyle, maybe like we're all going to kind of chip in, I hope, a little bit, because they definitely check my work, is basically we're going to be putting together like documents to go with it. So PDF documents that you can have. And so if you're somebody who likes to have tactile things in front of you, taking that hour-long video or 45-minute long video and breaking it down into pieces for you to have where you can literally make like an actual binder for it, that'll be there. And also quizzes. So quizzes, which he's pulling up in front of you, like we're literally going to have quizzes. So after you watch the video and take some notes, actually D's do not get degrees. You need a 2.0 to graduate.
C for credit, baby.
Yeah, D is for diploma. No, it's not. So yeah, long story short, my goal is going to be to create some interactive things. So for example, what is a cleanup pass? Like all the questions that people want us to answer often, a lot of times have been answered in the videos, but maybe you missed it, you glossed over it, or you just needed something concrete. So basically learning is where abstract goes to concrete. So for example, understanding math is a very abstract concept until you can put it into a format that makes sense for people, where it's a step-by-step process. So understanding focal depth, like there's videos on how to focus your laser. So how does that work? What is line distance? Like all those kinds of questions where literally, if you missed it, why did you miss it? You know, and my thought too was like being able to link you back to somewhere in the video where it answers it. So long story short, it's literally going to get you to put a thinking cap on and actually assess yourself as you go. So the cool thing is if you're somebody who has done telelearning before, then you're going to be used to it. But it's something that we can work with you guys on too. So like as you're taking it, I really want to do kind of like what Jess is doing, which is like, what did you think of these assessments? What is it that you're still missing? Because my thing is, if you've ever, like as a teacher, every summer we had to do continuing education courses. And the whole thing is I would sit through a class for 8 hours. And if I didn't have something to take back with me, I didn't really feel like I had the value from it. So that's going to be kind of like what I asked in the interviews on the panels. You know, what were the key pieces and components of this video, and how did you know it? And basically, you're going to be able to put all that together. So that's the plan. And then, so literally by the end of you going through the gantry crash course or the Galvo crash course, you really should have an actual mastery you can look back at, and you should be able to walk into a conversation about lasers like anybody else who's been doing it for hundreds or thousands of hours. So that's the plan.
And, I'm really excited about this because, as you can see, I mean, when we built these courses, I think we built them with the intention of them to be taken like courses, but we never wanted them to be locked behind paywalls. So we uploaded them to the channel. That was always the plan. But now that we have these extra tools within Mighty Networks, we can give the people that are supporting the channel and allowing us to put those courses out for free some extra ability to retain that information and get a little more out of the same content that we're making sure we're still giving away for free like we always have.
Yeah.
So.
And the way, by the way, if you're wondering about the value of that, because for some of the people who are members are people like me when I first started. I literally was just doing it as a hobby. But then this morning, I literally helped a guy pick out. So there's a guy from Michigan named Denny, who I had a phone call with for a half hour this morning. And he's like, yep, we're learning about tungsten carbide engraving. And we wanted to know about how to do that. And so that's one of those things where in the video, we can walk you through that process of how do you figure out how to mark the certain types of metal, what's an anneal versus an ablation, because he wanted to make sure that the laser he purchased had the ability to treat the surface but not cause any depth. So those are the kind of questions where when I think it's really easy to just kind of nod along and you don't know the answer. But this will kind of put you in a place where you can, at your own pace, assess yourself and learn those things. And then hopefully it builds on itself, because that's what the crash course did.
One of the things that I didn't even really consider, but I'm thinking about now that you've mentioned that, is this would be great for employers.
Yeah,
too.
that's exactly what I was talking about.
People on the laser. Yeah, that's
because Denny
that's
brought in
cool.
DJ on the call, and he's like, "Yeah, we're both going to be using this," and that's where we can have these printouts ready for you. So when you open your binder, it's there. If you, and by the way, like Michael from Mainly Earns, who came to us for a consultation, he has 5 different users. Who Michael Medor, shout out to him, by the way. He literally has 5 different engravers, and you might have one lead engraver, but now you're paying this person to learn how to use the device, and now they have to sit there and teach the other person how to use the device, when you could have the one person actually using it, making money for your company, while the other person is taking the course and learning it. And because it's through a telecourse, you basically can have them work on it from home. You can do after hours, whatever you need to do.
Yeah. And so I'm really excited about this, guys. And one of the things that I want to stress is if you have never been a part of the LMA before, now is the time to sign up. Maybe you've been a member of the LMA in the past and you canceled. You found that it had run its course. You got what you needed from it. You canceled. I would sign back up now. And the reason for that is because you guys saw how dedicated me and the team were when we were tackling the marketplace, how dedicated we were when we were tackling LBX and preparing for that coverage. That dedication and focus, at least for the next month or two, at the very least, is going to go into this LMA renovation, essentially, coursifying these courses that have always been here and making them more interactive and making them more useful, rounding out the content. I know Kyle has a myriad of things to add to the gantry crash course before he feels like it's done. I have updates to do to the Galvo one, and there are things that I have not added to the Galvo one that need to be added. We have new episodes that aired for the first time ever for both of our crash courses. That aired for the first time ever at LBX that we're waiting on the final edits from Jess, and they're going up. So new episodes are being added. And then all of this is going to be kind of coursified by Matt. It's going to be really, really cool when it's all done. And I think this will open up some new doors for us to create some new course style content too. Maybe we could do one on like hardware or electronics and kind of start to get a little more into how these things work to better arm and prepare you guys for tackling issues and troubleshooting and things like that.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say. And when you're a teacher, one of the things you realize is you can actually, the cool thing is we can see the scores of the tests and everything as we make them or as you guys take them. So what's really interesting is if we see a lot of people struggling with a certain skill, that's something where we could look at it and go, hey, it's called teaching a mini lesson, right? So you literally go back and you reteach a core skill to help people understand that. And so that's where, so if people are really not understanding line distance, maybe we need a video on that to put into the crash course, or we could have a live that maybe that's one of our Saturday courses that we do, So it's one of those things. It's really, it focuses on you as the end user.
Yeah. And on top of that, before I even start doing that kind of stuff, guys, there's a lot in here that I've been working really hard to polish, specifically navigation and discoverability, not just of things within the LMA, but of external resources that we've been offering and talking about on the podcast for a long time, like the community settings databases or the project database or the material safety lookup, things that we've built that are there for you and just waiting to be used. We're going to have detailed explanations and guides on just getting to those free resources within the LMA. And all of that will be accessible to everybody for free, whether you've signed up for a subscription or not. So I think is very cool just on its own as a thing. And so I would encourage all of you, if you haven't already, please go to masters.lasereverything.net. Check out with a visitor's pass. You don't even need to put in a credit card. You literally just click access, you put in your email and password, boom, you're on the way. And I did promise somebody, and this will be the last thing today, I did promise somebody that I would tell them how to upgrade out of the visitor's pass. Nick Averman asked, hey, Alex, how do you upgrade from visitor to a supporter? And I said, that's a great question, Nick. I think you're the first one to ask. I will see if I can find the answer tonight on the Laser Source podcast.
By the way, that actually helps people like John, because he said once he's cash flow positive after paying off his new lasers, he's going to up from the classic to one of the more
nice
current ones.
We definitely appreciate that, John. So I'm going to try to answer Nick's question. Now, there was a weird thing, and this is mostly for my co-hosts. So if I come into network settings and we look at plans and payments here, there was a difference between an internal audience plan and an external audience plan. So external shows to people from like the front page, and internal allows people that are already in the network to upgrade out of whatever they're in. And I didn't know that. So if you have been a visitor already and you were looking for that upgrade path, it's only available as of like an hour ago, just so you know. So that said, if we, oh my God, it's us. Let's open a new incognito window here. Masters.lasereverything.net. I'm going to sign in with my test account really quick, and we're going to see if we can pull this off. So, so this account is on the visitor's pass right now. Don't ignore this little welcome checklist, by the way. Very awesome little welcome checklist that walks you through some of the most basic things like filling out your profile.
Were you trying to show that?
Do you want to share your screen?
Oh, yeah, please. Go back. I'm glad that wasn't up because I had my personal email on there.
No, that's why I left it down.
So navigating the LMA, right? How to use the LMA, find your way around, fill out your profile, introduce yourself. Like, go through this list. It's a really good list of just like stuff to start with right away. And then you can come in here and start exploring. So again, this account that I'm on right now is a visitor pass account. So this is what it'll look like when you log in. So you do have access to the visitor center, just like we showed you before. The visitor chat is here. You can catch up and say, hey, everyone, I'm new. And what I want to show you is upgrading. So I've been a visitor for a while. I think the LMA is for me, but I need access to the support forums. How do I get in there? If you click explore, it's going to say what's available, and it gives you an upgrade path right here. So because the support forum is gamma and up, it's going to display gamma and up for me. So there's gamma, delta, epsilon, theta, and lambda right there. And I could choose any of those and hit subscribe, and it's going to just take me right through the checkout process. It's literally one click. It's super easy. If I try to get into something that's gated a little higher, Like, let's say, for example, I want to, where is here? Community. So let's say I want to get into the polls and feedback. So if I hit choose plan here, should only be delta and up. So there's lambda, theta, epsilon, delta, gamma, beta. Oh, okay. Well, that's a bad example. What am I thinking of?
Trade form?
No, I'm thinking of the event center, which is under online courses. So if we explore under here and we scroll down and we see the LE event center here, and we hit choose plan to access that one. This one is only going to show me delta and up. I don't know why they're backwards. I'll get that fixed. But there's delta right there and everything that costs more than delta because it's also included in that. So it will only, if you only want to unlock a little piece of something, it will show you the cheapest plan you need in order to do that. It will not try to upsell you. I have it set up that way. So it will show you the bare minimum that you need in order to access one part of the LMA or the other. But I did want to show that this is working now. So anybody who has struggled with this, you can now just click see more anywhere, essentially. And if something is off limits to you, it will tell you which plan you need to subscribe to in order to unlock it. It's very, very intuitive and very easy. So I hope that you guys, find it easier or more convenient to subscribe with lower cost options like the Alpha plan, and B, get more out of your subscriptions with the renovations that are coming your way. So hopefully that is exciting for you guys. I'm very excited working on it. I've been having a blast working on it, and I'm really excited to see where it goes, especially with the new kind of course content that we're going to be working on, especially because I get to say that the courses are still going to be free for everyone forever. But you guys are going to get a little bonus juice out of the LMA experience there as well, which is really cool that I get to have my cake and eat it too on that. So that's it. I'm done talking. Do you guys have any final thoughts before
Miranda said we have to answer technical questions.
Hallman? Kyle says, I still have the thing I said I could announce if you're cool with running late a few minutes. I don't remember what that is, Kyle, but you knock yourself out, buddy.
All right. So I have something special for the people who are still hanging out because you guys are awesome. So for starters, let me share my screen.
No.
There we go. So you'll notice it says LE Community Galvo Laser Review. It's a Google form. I will be dropping a link to it in the description in a minute. But essentially, I will be adding some statistics and information based on what you guys are willing to provide. So a lot of the community have coverage of different brand lasers, different models, different sources, different lenses. You value different things for your workload and style, whatever it is. And obviously, even as a team of reviewers and content creators and testers, we can only cover so much in the given amount of available waking hours in a day, in a year, in a decade. So we do what we can, but we want to provide a resource where everyone can provide a voice. Everyone can give some feedback and based off of their experience with the laser that they purchased, and ultimately power in numbers, right? So this is currently set up for Galvo only. You can fill it out multiple times, but I request, and very importantly, only submit one review per laser. So if you have 3 lasers from the same manufacturer, but they're different lasers, cool. Go ahead and submit one review for each laser, but don't submit 3 reviews for one laser because you're going to skew the numbers and you're going to ruin the statistics for everyone in the community. So while there are things in place to catch that type of behavior, this is very much me requesting you to be an honorable and wise person. Not funny wise, but this is for the community. So please do your best to be upfront about everything. But fiber, CO2, and UV galvo style machines. And there is intentionally very detailed questions that you need to pick from. Some of you may not know all of these answers. Some of you may have to look at the spec sheet of what came with your laser. That's okay too. Just do your best with it. If you have a problem, ask in the community, and either the mods or the staff or even the community can help guide you to finding the answer that you're seeking so that you can provide the information for this. But everyone's voice is important, and we feel that accumulating this info, which will allow me to generate graphs, generate information, and dive into what the community deems as important for the machine that they purchased ultimately, is good information to share. And I will be working with our web team to share that on the website. So it's another community tool where everybody can share their opinion and voice to help other community members out and guiding them in what maybe they want to look at. There are so many questions daily about what's the right laser for me, or is this brand a reputable brand? Well, we will have a literal graph. Look at this graph. It's a type of situation. So just wanted to share that with you guys. I will be dumping the link to that in the description, and it would really be beneficial to the team, to everyone in the community, and hopefully to you in the future if you're looking for a future laser, if you could fill it out. So thank you. Bronson, and also, yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say, Bronson says, I'm going to review the Laser Star even though they went out of business.
I specifically added Laser Star to the list because of you. You're welcome.
You finally get a chance to vent.
I also found out there is at least one other person in the community with a Laser Star, so you're not alone. Also, if you guys didn't watch the video that went live yesterday, there's a surprise at the end of that video and a link in the description.
You can win an Amazon Kindle. Sorry.
That's the surprise.
Spoiled it. It's a good episode. We're being very naughty here. I don't know. Why did we think it was okay to melt a bunch of ABS with a laser?
We did it knowing that it was a hazard, but we did it for everyone else's benefit so they didn't have to.
Don't mark ABS with a laser. It's not good. I think we went out of our way to make sure we weren't like melting it.
Yeah, you said in the video on fire.
We removed it so we didn't have to cook it. Actually, that's the reason why the backplate got removed before we destroyed it.
Before we destroyed it. Right.
You didn't even watch your video. My God.
We were fairly safe, but I lived it.
We also had the exhaust cranking, which isn't an excuse, but we went through steps to try and be safe.
I believe, and I just want to point this out, that officially on lasereverything.net on the material safety lookup, ABS has a rating of dangerous, which it means don't do it. So don't do it. Do as I say, not as I do. Learn from it. It's a great learning experience. As usual, Lasered is performing very, very poorly. It's only got 337 views, which is horrible for our channel. And it's great. And I go through this. You guys know I go on this rant once every couple of months. It's really, really good. It's great for learning, and I think you guys would really enjoy it. So definitely go check that out.
And one quick reminder too.
Yeah.
Jesus. One quick reminder too, on the website, if you were one of the people who had a picture taken by Bronson, there is a link on the website where it's being hosted for you.
Yep, lasereverything.net, and I'll drop a link in the description as well. Miranda really wants us to hit some technical before we close out the show, so I'll save the housekeeping for the end. Do we have anything starred, guys?
I know Jack in the shop asked, can you deep engrave a rock with the 100 watt M7 JPT? Yes.
You can deep engrave a rock with a 30 watt LP.
I think that was one of those things, though, that he was talking about, like the quiz and stuff like that. Like when you have the quizzes up, like, can you the questions that people ask, which, but by the way, that's a fair question. Like, yeah, you can. Let's put that into a thing.
Yeah, I did that with the old steel case Mactron. and you can definitely do it. Darker, the better, right? As usual. The translucent stuff just doesn't absorb. We just did this. Didn't I just have this conversation with you or somebody?
We had a
Not
coaching
on
session today.
stream.
It was on coaching. Okay, yeah. So translucent.
By the way, we've had a lot of coaching sessions lately, and it's been really fun. Just saying.
Transparent stuff like quartz just doesn't absorb 1064 like good old
it all through.
Opaque rocks. So rocks love fiber. Rocks, you can go ham on rocks.
Yeah, your results are going to vary based on the mineral.
I think that was
what you
really
actually get out of it, but
that was like the only technical question that we had.
Well, that's good. If we missed your question tonight, sorry. As usual, everything is changing and we have a lot to announce. But we'll do our next episode. We can definitely do like just a good old fashioned Q&A. If you have more questions, please make sure to go sign up for the LMA. That's free now. You can at least get signed up and get your foot in the door and decide what you want access to and, move accordingly. As usual, guys, thank you so much for listening or watching this episode of the Laser Source podcast. If you got value out of it, smash the like button. Let everybody else know that the podcast is great. I haven't said this in a long time, but if you have time, please go leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. So many of the other podcast services base their reviews directly off of Apple's. So when you review us there, you review us in like 10 places. It's extremely helpful. You don't even have to write a review. Just leave us 5 stars and let us know why you think Anthony has been muted for the last hour. I really want some creative answers. I want to know what he was doing that he didn't want you to hear. If you love Laser Everything and you appreciate the work that we're doing, guys, please go sign up for the LMA. I know we just talked about it. I'm talking about it again. I'm going to keep talking about it forever. Masters.lasereverything.net. We're always working to make it more worth your while. Everything that we do here is funded by the LMA. People love to talk about how much money we make off of ad revenue on AdSense or how much money we make off affiliate sales. They're tiny fractions of the amount of revenue generated by the LMA that allows us to have 6 employees, that allows us to do things like LBX, that allows us to buy new equipment to make our videos better, that allows us to get server hosting so we can have all of these websites and resources up, and we can pay payroll so that Matt can write articles and Kyle can provide technical support and Boyce can do whatever the fuck Boyce does. And we couldn't exist in this capacity without our supporters over there. So thank you to everybody who's there now. If you're not, you now have no excuse. Go sign up and grab a visitor's pass. Please come hang out with us over there. It is a great place to be. Links to all of our other resources are down in the description. I know, John is on it. Countdown to 50,000 subscribers. We'll be halfway to that silver play button, guys. We're at 49,712 as of my last refresh of YouTube over here. So less than 300 to go, which is very, very exciting. And I don't know. Shit, everybody tell... is that Richie got staples? Richie got surgery?
Staples out on Thursday. It's healing up pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Right, Richie?
I hope you're healing up good, buddy. Sore and hurting. Yeah.
And that's all I got, guys. Did I miss anything? Go LBX merch. It's like 1 day left. I don't know. I'm going to
buy the LBX merch and fill out that form that is in the chat and in the description.
Yeah, go fill out Kyle's form for his thingy. And I love you all.
Helps everybody in the community.
Everything that you do does. So go do more things. We love you.
Do all the stuff.
Thanks so much, guys. We'll see you in the next one.